You are listening to Empire Exchange, where we talk about energy, evolution, and intuition. My name is Tori. I am your host. Let's build your empire together. All right. So as always, first we got some new hair. We got some new hair. I don't know how I feel about it, but uh, it's all right. It's all right. We're still gonna mess with it. Um, Big things are coming. Watch out for those. Either way, let's do what we're here to do. My watch is dying. Let's do what we're here to do and go over next week's energies. So we're gonna start with, of course, the forecast, astrology wise. Now, once again, this is for the week of the 26th through the 3rd. So, if you're watching this outside of that, there may be a message in here for you. Otherwise, you're here for the messages. All right, so let's get started here. All right, now we are in Cancer season, so this is the beginning of the Cancer energy that's bleeding in here. This week's theme is more of like build what you can support long term. It's giving very much that we're looking forward. Like massively forward, and we need to build that, and the only way that we can build that is if you start today. I don't know what you're doing, but if you start today, you can build that. As far as like major collective energies, Cancer season deepens, so that just means that the season itself is going to be filled with a lot of emotion, a lot of home. You could be reassessing family relationships, your home environment, even like well-being and boundaries. All right, now some of you may be drawn to simply simplify your life and what makes sense and what nourishes you. Hope that's not too loud. Okay, I just made all kinds of noises. I apologize. So I hope that's not too loud for you guys. Anyway, I'm playing music in the background. I'm still trying to figure all this out. All right, anyway. We're looking for long-term security. That's another thing this week. There's some emotional healing that's happening. It's going to continue. So old emotional patterns are going to start to resurface for healing for a lot of you. This could be reflecting on past choices, reconnecting with some important memories, revisiting family dynamics, that type of thing. The goal is to heal. It's not to relive the past. So these things are coming up so that you can heal from them. The goal is to heal. And you can't heal without getting into it. All right. Now, June 26th to the 28th, you are going to get reflection and reconnection. Now, the weekend does begin with a little softer energy, more introspective energy, a little bit of nostalgia. I can feel that creeping in for myself currently right now as we speak. A little bit of emotional awareness, protective over your peace rather than protective over chaos. This is great energy for like family gatherings, self-care, reconnecting with loved ones, just loving on oneself. Now, as far as love for the 26th to the 28th, which is the weekend, relationships benefit from vulnerability and openness. So you might have a heartfelt conversation with someone. This could be a conversation once again, I've been saying this for weeks. If you haven't had that conversation yet, you haven't it. It's coming. But I do think there's going to be some sort of heartfelt conversation. It doesn't have to necessarily be with somebody completely romantic. This could just be with like, a past lover to heal something for some of you. Career. Career, that kind of does take a little bit of a backseat for personal concerns is what it feels like. However, long-term planning is favored. So you can plan long-term, but like career itself is just going to take a little bit of backseat this weekend. It's a good time to reevaluate your goals. Now, the 29th to the 30th, by the way, Jupiter is going into Leo. I'm a Leo rising. This is apparently supposed to be one of the best transits for me for the next year. We'll see. But from the 29th to the 30th, we have building momentum. We also have like emotional clarity is gained early in the week, but then turns into action. So it's a lot about decision making when it comes to like finances, housing, family matters, long-term commitments, career directions. You're doing a lot of like reassessing on the beginning of the week. This is good for desires around growing and stability. Love for the 29th through the 30th. I have partnerships begin, discussing future plans and being more serious. This is more of a commitment, some trust. Single individuals may be more selective in who they end up dating. What else do we have here? I have career. With career, I do get that there's practical thinking, and that's like budgeting, planning, strengthening professional foundations. Here's the thing: is I feel like for career and for love, if that's what you're here for, they're both kind of on the level this week. We're gonna get into the tarot in a little bit just to like clarify my feelings and my vibes here, but I do think they're slightly on the relaxed. Let's put it this way: they're relaxed. They're there, but it's giving very much like calm before the storm energy, in a good way, of course. Now the first and the second, we have a turning point energy. What did I just say? Energy is noticeably increased with more motivation. This is for important conversations, new opportunities, unexpected breakthrough, and increasing in creativity. Now, if you for love for those days, relationships, clarity does increase. Some connections strengthen. Ooh, excuse me. If you know me, I yawn when I'm channeling energies. As well as for career, we have professional progress may come through collaborations and networking. So something may happen on the first or second as far as career is concerned. Like you get an opportunity is what I'm feeling. I have emotional alignment. Now this is where the week concludes with a strong desire for authenticity on the 3rd. Now, people may feel called to align their actions with their values. So, what truly matters to you? What kind of future are you trying to build? That's a powerful day for intention setting and emotional renewal. Collective. Now, throughout the week, for the collective love rating, of course, throughout the week, I do feel centers of like emotions and safety and trust. Some people may feel less willing to entertain connections that are like lacking in like conversation, consistency, reliability. Like if you can't rely on them, I'm not gonna talk to you. Relationships with a stronger foundation do continue to strengthen. Now, connections built on uncertainty will require a deeper conversation. So, for some of you, if you're in a good connection, it's going to strengthen. If you're not in a good connection, there's going to be a conversation. And we're all sick of conversations. I get it. I get it. Now, as far as like your collective career forecast, the overall theme is sustainability over speed. It's giving building solid foundations. It's giving looking for long-term growth. It's giving developing supportive partnerships. Now, the mantra, I want to try to say this again later too. The mantra I have is I build my future on foundations that are stable, meaningful, and aligned with my heart. I build my future on foundations that are stable, meaningful, and aligned with my heart. All right, so let's get into the tarot. Let's get into the tarot. Spirit guide, angel guides, ancestors, hear me, and let's get a nice little reading for the either the viewer or the listener, whichever one you're on. Let's get something that resonates for all of us. Let's not leave the Imperial Court in disarray. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so we have that's a lot. I'm using my deck that I made, by the way. First card. I'm getting, like I said, I'm getting an opportunity. Like I'm seeing an ace. So there might be an ace that comes out in this reading, but I'm getting an opportunity of some sort. You're the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is about nostalgia. I know I said nostalgia earlier. Nostalgia. It's about childlike energy. It's about support. It's about, influenced, playful energy. I think this is like a nod to the past. It's a nod to revisiting things. It's a nod to seeing those things and treating yourself with kindness for going through those things. All right, Spirit, what else do we have for next week? Or the week coming. It's the week coming when you're seeing this. I'm actually shooting this on Tuesday. Well, we're going to take both of these. The Empress of Cups, and we have the Eight of Coins. Now, the Empress of Cups always gives like mother, nurturing. For some of you, it's occult energy, empathy, deep feelings. But I feel like that empathy and deep feelings is because you were being very nostalgic to the past. And then you have the Eight of Coins. Dedication. Mastery. Trade. Commitment. I feel like you're making a commitment to yourself here. A commitment to yourself to not look at the past. A commitment to yourself to understand your future. A commitment to yourself to move forward in those things that make you happy. Oh, that Spirit. What's the next Spirit? Building a business is also in that card, so you could be very well building a business that's got some emotion to it. You're the Emperor of Coins. And I don't know if you can see it, but it says build an empire. Building an empire. Stability. A wealthy business. Bettering yourself. This energy that I'm getting is definitely you putting in the work. You understanding your financial situation and building something that's going to give you the security and not take you back to the past, not take you back to those places that you don't need to be. Love that Spirit. What else we got, Spirit? We have two more for this top row, Spirit. Oh, well, we have two more, but I'm going to get one more after this. Oh, we have the Six of Wands and the Duchess of Orders. Somebody might get a Snapchat message because I just got one. Duchess of Orders. Communication. This is like planning, inspiring, patience. Then you have the Six of Wands, which talks about, success, acclaim. So for some of you, I see celebrity and fame on here too, recognition, supporters. Here's the thing is I feel like with those two cards, you were in a place of needing to be patient. But now you're inspired. You may have felt delayed, but that delay was for a reason, because you are about to succeed. You are about to succeed. Put that in the comments. I am about to succeed, because I think that is very powerful today. Very powerful today. All right, Spirit, one more for the top, please. One more for the top, please, Spirit. Oop, we got it. And it is the Devil. Now, whenever a blessing comes around, the devil always rears its ugly head. Now, in this situation, I think the devil could be mental illness issues, or just negative thoughts in general. I don't think it's necessarily mental illness. Like, I don't think you're going to come up with like schizophrenia or anything. I think it's more of having like imposter syndrome, or like you seeing something and being like, this can't be real. You telling yourself that something is not possible just because you haven't seen it be possible. I am very guilty of that. In fact, anybody that knows me knows that I am super guilty of that. Next week, not anymore. Not anymore. On the bottom, we have the Empress of Wands, attraction, creativity, magnetism. So you're definitely bringing something in, but you can't let your ego nor those negative thoughts win. Okay, Spirit. Touche. All right, Spirit. Why is the Six of Cups here? Why is the Six of Cups here? Let's get some clarity on the Six of Cups. Eight of Cups. What'd I just say? You gotta walk away. You have to walk away from that nostalgia. Walk away from the past. Let the past be the past. Let bygones be bygones. Walk away. Eight of Cups is about abandoning something, leaving disappointment, the withdrawal, at a limit, taking a second to introspect, letting go. You're letting go of the past. And not only are you letting go of the past, you're opening yourself into a more beautiful and bright future that you can't even see yet. Oh, I'd love to hear it, love to hear it, love to hear it. Love to hear it. All right, Spirit, why is the Empress of Cups and the Eight of Coins here? Empress of Cups and Eight of Coins. Whoop. Growth. This is the Divine Baddie card. In my deck, that's the Empress. Divine Baddie. So I'm getting very much like high feminine energy. You may not be a feminine. I mean, if you're not, you're not. Just take it as it resonates for you. But definitely it's beauty, elegance. I'm saying the word art, healing. You're healing. You are healing. Heal, baby. Heal, baby. Growth. Pregnancy for some of you. Somebody might get pregnant or might be pregnant. You're having a beautiful pregnancy. But either way. Union with yourself more than anything. You can't come into union with somebody else before you come into union with yourself. All right, Spirit, why do we have the Emperor of Coins here? If we get Divine Daddy, I'm going to pass out. Emperor of Coins. Judgment. A gift. Divine awakening. Divine intervention. I feel like if you're worried about finances right now, that's going to change. Forgiveness is also a word I'm saying. Here's the thing. I feel like you are forgiving yourself for the past, and I think that's growth. It takes a very strong person to realize the past and move forward. So, good job. Good job. Why is the Duchess... Duchess? Yeah, the Duchess of Orders. I think I might have said the Empress of Orders earlier. Duchess of Orders and the Six of Wands here. Four Cups. Four of Cups. Here's the thing. I think you have an opportunity coming in that's going to cause you a lot of recognition, a lot of support. And that could be because you've taken a second to readjust. The Four of Cups is always about a missed opportunity. It's about daydreaming, depression, taking a step back, stagnation. You may have felt delayed because of stagnation. You may have felt delayed because of your thought process. You may have felt like you missed an opportunity, but remember, what is for us will never, and I mean never, miss us. So get that thought out of your head now. All right, now what's the Devil card? What is the Devil card? Devil card. Why is the Devil card here, Spirit? We have the Chariot. Victory. I just got the SpongeBob meme, the Sweet Victory song from SpongeBob in my head. Don't know why. That could be relevant for you. Ambition. I do feel like you're reaching some sort of goal, and it may be a small one, but you are reaching it. We have Duchess of Cups on the bottom, which gives very much surprise. Surprise, surprise, surprise. There's some sort of surprise happening next week that you didn't really expect. It could be some money, because below that's the 10 of coins. So y'all might be getting paid, baby. But as far as the tarot, I feel that you have a lot going on that you didn't really expect. So let's get some crystals. Ooh, we have two. Spiritual awakening, and we have source. You're connected. If you think you are not connected, you are completely and utterly blind. And just over it. I think you are going through an awakening. A different awakening than normal, but you are going through an awakening. Ooh, we have two more. We have letting go and balance. What did I just say earlier? There's a lot of letting go here. And I think once you learn to let go, that's where your power is. Once you learn to let go, that is where your power is. Once you learn to let go, that is where your power is. And we have forgiveness on the bottom. I think I said forgiveness earlier. I did. There's a lot here about you forgiving yourself for past things that have happened. All right, let's get some. These are with the T cards. I get these all the time. They can be for some specific messages for some people, but they're not for everyone. So only take what resonates when it comes to these. Let's go on with the T card, Spirit. Always partying. Shots every weekend. No time for you. Party first. Love later. You might be partying. Somebody might ask you to go to like an event with them. This does give though, like if you're in some sort of connection, they may not value you as much as you think they do. You might even find that out. Just like I dated this guy who did a lot of drinking. He was a nice guy. He just did a lot more drinking than I really preferred. So I just kind of ended it. We have a dirt digger, snooping, trying to find out some information on you. And we have ego. Once again, I think ego is super significant. As I said that earlier, I think you're gonna have either a hurt ego or your ego's just gonna get in the way, and that could be why that devil card is here. But I also feel like somebody's trying to expose the truth here. You know what's also giving? Somebody in the past who always used to party, never had time for you, is seeing you blow up and they're not happy. And they're not happy. So they might be going through your like Facebook just to see if they can find anything so that they can tell people, hey, this bitch isn't as good as you thought she was. So try me. You have Forcer, pushy energy. Crosses boundaries. Yeah, this is definitely somebody who from your past. I don't think it's romantic anymore. But this is somebody who they're in their feelings. We have cock blocking. On the bottom we have bad reputation. The universe might have cock blocked you from this person because of a bad reputation that they have. But definitely, like I said, when it comes to those, just take what resonates. Now we're gonna get some of my oracle deck here. All right, spirit guide, angel guides, and ancestors, please give me accurate messages for the Imperial the Imperial Quartz Collective. The Imperial Quartz Collective. Ooh. We have Palace of Coins. Now, Palace of Coins can be places that something may happen. It can be the idea of these places or the energy that they hold. I do feel like you are going to be grounded with this. You could be, the UK is super significant here. I have Brazil. I have India. We have the Greek islands, Athens, Greece. St. Louis, Missouri is the only. Boston, Mexico City, Paris, France. You might be traveling. And those could be some of the places that are on the option. Dublin, Ireland. But I also feel like with that, all those places kind of have the same energy. Very grounded, very rooted in the earth. A lot of them are pretty old too, if you think about it. Like Athens, Greece has been around probably for trillions of years. People have been on it for trillions of years. Brazil's very rainforesty. St. Louis, Missouri is nothing but cows. It's not nothing but cows, but you know what I mean. If I'm not mistaken, I think Oxford, UK is like the country. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's the country. All right, Spirit, what else do we have here for the collective? We have Aquarius energy. Now, you could be an Aquarius. You could have this in your chart. It's your sun, your moon, your rising. It could just be very prominent. For example, my North Node is in Aquarius. So just edgy, collaborate. You could be collaborating with someone. My email just went off. You might get an email. You may do something that's unconventional, something that's innovative. You could be meeting somebody who embodies an Aquarius energy, very edgy, very group oriented, a little radical. I love me an Aquarius person. I can't. They're very interesting, to say the least. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've never met an Aquarius with a small one. Just saying. What else we got here, Spirit? Ooh, we have two. We have Jupiter and we have the crown chakra. With the crown chakra, it's giving connect to the universe, peace, unity. It's soul fulfilling. But with Jupiter, it's an expansion. It's positivity. It's abundance. There's travel in this card too, and I did say travel earlier. What I love about the Jupiter energies, I know at the beginning of this reading, I did say Jupiter's going to Leo. That's supposed to be very expansive for myself. Might be for you. It's also about foreign cultures, and I pulled out that card. Yeah, you traveling, baby. You might be getting ready to go somewhere. Saturn. Saturn is very disciplined, very grounding. Father time is for some odd reason the vibe I'm getting off of Saturn. I mean, that's not even on here, but I'm getting very much like responsible, structured. That's a good word. Let's get a couple more of these, Spirit. What else we have for the next week, Spirit? North Node. I said my North Node is in Aquarius. Yours just might be. Either way, you're on a journey. Journey of becoming yourself. Following your purpose. Walking in fulfillment. And I keep hearing the song Dancing in the Moonlight. I've been hearing this for days now. I gotta listen to it. Maybe there's a message in there for myself. But Dancing in the Moonlight is something, might be significant. I don't know. Spirit. Let's go, Spirit. One more. And we have Neptune. Neptune. The moon is on the bottom. So hold on. Before we get to Neptune, the moon is about emotions, about femininity. Instinct. Your self-soothing energy. Either way, Neptune's about change. And I think you're going to have a lot of it coming. And the next week, you're going to see that change begin to form. So again, thank you for listening. Oh, I didn't get you an advice, did I haven't been doing this in the last couple weeks. Let's get some advice. What do you have for advice, Spirit? I'm going to try to give you the whole daggone deck. That's not happening, Spirit. Your first advice card. Lighten up. First quarter moon in Leo. Be yourself. Have fun. Live life. Be humble and assess the situation. I think you're about to once again step into a place where it's, and I'm going to say it this way, some of you may not believe in God here, honor your feelings on the bottom, but it's like God is about to show you that God exists. God is about to show you that your prayers will be answered. God is about to show you that you were not forgotten. That everything that you wish for may not came when it needed to or when you wanted it to, but it's going to come when you need it to. Stay humble. Stay humble through that. Interesting. Interesting. Well, that's what I have for you guys for the week of the 26th through the 3rd of July. If I made you laugh, if you got a little bit of a kiki off of this, um, just leave a comment, share this with somebody else. You know, how can you build an empire if you got nobody to build it with? So just go ahead and just give it a share, leave some comments. I would love to hear how your week turned out. Even if last week turned out beautiful for you, I'd love to hear that. As always, follow me on all of my socials. It is Imperial Media Net on all of my socials. And as always, stay royal and stay divine.